Cardinal Giorgio Marengo. Who's that?
Oh, that's an interesting. I know someone who studied with him, and he's 50. He's 51. He's one of the youngest cardinals, not the youngest in the College of Cardinals, but he is a consulate missionary who, after like only 2 years as a priest, Pope Francis sends him not to Bologna, not to Sicily, to Mongolia. And he's a missionary at heart. People, when he studied with him in the seminary in Italy, he was pining to save souls as a seminarian. And so it's like a match made in heaven, a young soul like that who wants to go and study and be a missionary. So his language is whispering the gospel, which kind of externally sounds like a compromise. Let's proclaim it. Mm-hmm. But he has a way of not compromising with non-Christian religions, but at the same time to tactfully engage them in the gospel through whispering the gospel. And he does this in a form of interreligious dialogue that is not based on religious indifferentism. He's not indifferent to these distinctions, precisely because he was an exorcist.
Hallow is the #1 prayer app. Why haven't you got it yet? Download it right now. Go to hallow.com/Matt Fradd.
This is a cardinal who is, and it may very, very well be, an exorcist. And I'm told that he understands the connection between, engaging in these foreign gods that Paul speaks of, these gods that they pray to are really fallen demons, and to naively think that we can, invoke them as some churchmen have done. He says, no, we can't do that, but we can speak shared language to bring them to Christ by building on shared truths. We don't have everything that we share with them, but there are overlapping things with Buddhists that we share, maybe apophatic prayer. And so let's begin with apophatic prayer, imageless prayer. Kind of, I think some who are familiar with the prayer of the heart would appreciate that. Some Cistercians would appreciate that, of just the prayer of silence. And so the Zen monks that populate, the Buddhists who are the predominant religion in Mongolia, who understand that, let's build on that. And then we establish trust, and then we can get to the heart of the matter, the God-man, Jesus Christ. So he gets those distinctions. He is a premier candidate. If the conclave fathers say, we need someone who is an apostle, an evangelizer of evangelizers, someone who in his DNA wants to win souls to Christ and can do it in a way that's inviting without being exclusionary, kind of like you see these sharp-elbowed street preachers. Do you accept Jesus Christ, your Lord and God and Savior? And this, if they want someone who is going to employ kind of the approach of a John Paul II, and who understands the spiritual combat as an exorcist would, then Marengo is the guy there.
All right, well, we'll pray, and we should pray. All Catholics should pray. There's this, I think, misunderstanding that whoever is chosen was exactly who God wanted it to be. But distinguishing between his perfect and permissive will, we grant, and Pope Benedict talked about this, that just because someone's elected Pope, it doesn't mean that was God's perfect will. So we do want to pray for all the cardinals and pray for the next Pope.